Hi everyone, it's Thursday the 15th of September, and I thought I would give another update on my progress and what's been going on for the last few months since I last did a video, which I think was back in May, upon my return from America. So, as the title to this page suggests, it's not been the easiest few months for me. There's been a progression of my symptoms, which I suppose is to be expected, unfortunately. But these have mainly centered around my legs getting a lot weaker, particularly my right one. And this has meant quite a bit of, I guess, effect on my level of independence. So a lot of everyday tasks, such as getting out of a chair, getting out of bed, getting on and off the toilet and things like that, have now become really tricky and now requires assistance all the time. I've also not been able to get up and down the stairs freely on my own for a number of months, and only yesterday I managed to get a stair lift fitted. So the last few weeks I've been fairly confined to the house, which is challenging in itself. But thankfully the stair lift is now here, so that'll help me hopefully get up and down and get out and about a bit more. Additionally, I've now got the services of a personal care assistant to help me shower and get changed, and that's been a real help to take the pressure off some of the family and mean that I've got a little bit of semi-independence away from asking Natasha or the kids to help. So all in all, it's been reasonably challenging few months, and that's been tough mentally to deal with. I think there's been some ups and downs, and certainly has been the toughest few months since diagnosis last April, where I've really started to notice that this disease is taking hold of me, and unfortunately is a really difficult battle that at the moment I'm not winning. But I've managed to, in the main, stay fairly positive, and I think I've managed to look at different techniques and different treatments and different devices and things that can help me, and manage to reach out to different people who have managed to provide different levels of support. So that's been useful. To that end, I've started using things like electrical muscle stimulation machines to try and get my muscles working without me having to stand up and actually do exercise, which is now a physical impossibility. I've started using sauna blankets, infrared sauna blankets, which are good for removing toxins from the system. I'm still on a wide range of supplements, big focus on removing heavy metals from my system, which again I haven't noticed any huge difference from at the moment, but hopefully over time that can start to have a big impact. And meditation has become a bigger part of my day. It's something I've always done, but now I'm really starting to focus on spending proper time to meditate and get my head in a really good space, which is helping and removing levels of stress, which is good for me to do. I'm still able to work, which is great, and that's proven to be a really good distraction for me and something where I still feel I can add value. And it also gives me a level of social interaction, which is really, really important, certainly over the last few weeks. So I've just received a piece of eye gaze technology, which will mean I can control the computer with my eyes and my voice. So I'm looking to start using that over the next week or two, and that will hopefully take some of the pressure off me trying to move the mouse with my hands, which is becoming more and more tricky. And I'm off to America again tomorrow, so this will be my third visit. I was there again in July, and this next week's trip is basically designed for me to get my first SOT treatment, which is a treatment for Lyme disease. So for my trip in April, it was found that I had 3 different fungal infections, which would be classed as Lyme disease, and the SOT treatment is designed to tackle each one of them at one visit at a time. So this week we'll focus on one of the infections. I'll have to go back again in November for another trip to fight the second one, and back again in December or January to fight the third one. So hopefully that will start to allow my body to repair itself now that if it's fighting off those infections, and give it more space to heal. But again, those trips are obviously pretty challenging from a physical perspective. They do tire me out, as I'm not really able to walk that far anymore. So using the wheelchair and myself and Natasha are going, just the two of us, so there's lots of pressure on Natasha to be able to support me. But I do find them really useful. The trip in July was a really good trip, really good to get back over there, get some more treatment. But obviously there's a huge financial cost to getting over there. And again, just want to thank every single person who has donated money or who has organised an event or who has supported us in any way, shape or form. That support has been phenomenal. It continues to amaze me on a daily basis. And quite simply, I couldn't do half of what I'm doing, and certainly couldn't be visiting America without that support. And to that end, I do thank you from the bottom of my heart. There's been a number of events, too many to sit here and talk through, but events from people that I know, people that I don't know, people in Kilkenny, people across the world, people donating money onto my GoFundMe page on a regular basis, and it really is amazing to see. And there are a number of events that are going to be coming up between now and Christmas. They'll be updated on the website soon. So there's a number of my friends are doing half marathons. I think there's three different friends are doing 3 different marathons in 3 different parts of the world, or doing half marathons, sorry, in 3 different parts of the world. There's other events linked to back to the Dribble for M&D event that I did last year that are being planned. And there's a couple of ultra marathons and a couple of cycles that are also planned. So please do keep an eye out on the webpage, on the events page on our website, to see if you can support them in any way, shape or form, even if it's actually just being there in person to support the individual, whether it's donating, whether it's offering other services. Any little help that you can provide is fantastic. And the purpose of that fundraising is obviously to help me and my family and help me to get treatment, but also we are progressing with the research side of things. So as you can see on the website, we have a partnership now with the Atlantic Technological University in Letterkenny, and also through my business ART Health Solutions, and then they will pull together community. We've kind of set up a collaboration between the 3 parties to try and fund a postgraduate research student to start doing some work next year around M&D, and in particular in terms of therapeutic and lifestyle factors that could help. And really the aim of that is to provide information to people like myself, people who are suffering from M&D, so they can start to do their own research from our website. So all the information on the website will give them up-to-date, useful sort of research and information that they can do something with, rather than having to trawl through the internet and try and find out things for themselves. So the research will be the sort of central hub for that. I think the approach we're going to take is to look to get some grant funding to support that, and to look to try and take a PhD student on. So that process won't be particularly quick. We're in the process of the application at the moment. The likely start date will probably be September 23, so a year from now really, to have a PhD student for 3 years working on characterising the disease and what's typical in an M&D sufferer, looking at different lifestyle factors like sleep, activity, nutrition, therapeutic methods, meditation, etc., and then running some interventions to see if we can actually start to document which of these sort of approaches can actually have an impact. So we'll keep you posted, but though any fundraising is helping to kind of put some money towards that pot, and although that will be a longer term process, I'm still absolutely committed to trying to get information out there to the M&D sufferers across particularly the UK and Ireland, but across the world, so they can actually have a bit of hope and actually understand that people are getting reversals and people are doing things that are helping themselves, and that they don't just have to rely on the medical community and the services that they can offer. There are things they can do off their own back which will make a difference. Places like I'm going to in Miami are having fantastic results with some of their patients and slowing or reversing symptoms. Other people I've spoken to in Ireland and in the UK have managed to reverse their symptoms through using multiple different approaches that are all linked to kind of lifestyle. So and there are also some quite encouraging drugs that are close to coming to market to support M&D sufferers, and hopefully they'll be available soon, which again will be something that can push the needle in terms of fighting this horrendous disease. So I'm going to leave it there. Again, just wanted to give an update, wanted to let everyone know kind of how their money and how their amazing support was being used to help me, but also help the long-term plans that we've got. And as I said, just to reiterate, thank you so much to everyone who is helping, who is still keeping in touch with me on a regular basis, and is providing donations, providing services, providing whatever it is that they give. It is so appreciated, and please do keep it going, and hopefully we can make a difference to my life, but perhaps more importantly to the lives of others around the world suffering from this disease. So thanks for listening, thanks for continuing to support us. Take care, and I will be in touch in due course with another video to give you an update on how my trips to America go. Thanks very much.